What's up, girly? Let's do this cute Fulani hairstyle on our natural hair. So I'm starting off on freshly washed hair. I just got a trim too last month. So first things first is I go kind of right above my ear just to do a part. So like kind of right above, just the ear region, and just do a part right across your head. Honestly, I wasn't trying to make this perfect. You're just gonna keep the hair that's in the back separate just so that you can have some space with what you're working with. So try to part it as best as you can, and then you're ready to get down to business. Okay, just make sure the front part is very just detangled. You see me having my wide tooth comb just ready and prepared to get into it. Now, full transparency, the way I started out this hairstyle was just not giving. So I was doing one side with the straight backs, as you see, but I'm still dealing with postpartum shedding there, so the front of my hair on that side is just still a tad bit shorter than my other side, so the hair on my right side is just a little bit shorter. So I started out there, and you could see in my face in the beginning, like, I was not feeling it. So I just left it, and then I moved on, and I was just trying to do braids across, as you see me doing right now, which was fine because this side of my hair is just still, like, it's just better. Like, the growth has been way better than the other side, but I think I did lose hair on the other side more than this side. So as you see, I'm going to leave it like this, and I loved how it was coming out. I just started braiding across, and then I added a rubber band at the ends because we're going to go back later to braid it down and curl the ends. So try to get your parts again as straight as possible, and yeah, just listen to what I have to say real quick. Okay, so this is the reality of doing my hair. Okay, when I feel like a side is going too smooth, I need to fix the other side. So we're gonna just redo a couple of these braids over here. I ended up going in my hair cabinet and pulling out this Shea Moisture Stronghold Edge Gel, and I was like, let me use this instead of the braiding gel I was using before, and that was the best decision I made, honestly. So then what I ended up doing was keeping just two of the straight backs at the ends, and then I braided the rest of the hair towards the front of my head instead, because my logic was, if my hair is longer in the middle anyway than what your girl is trying to grow back her edges, then it would just help me pick up the front of my hair if I braid it down. So low-key, I got this hairstyle by accident, literally by trial and error. And I know it's so easy to get super frustrated with your hair, especially with your natural hair. But honestly, it really does take patience and truly not giving up on yourself. So that's your word for today. It's of course about your hair, but really about yourself. Like, have patience with yourself and don't beat up yourself. Things are going to be frustrating. Things are going to be hard. But in the end, it truly all works itself out, especially with God in your corner, having your back. Like, nothing is truly impossible with God. So that's your word of the day. So let's finish up. We are basically going to just continue braiding diagonally as I was. Once I reached flow state with the other side, literally the rest of the hairstyle was just pure flow state. And again, we are just holding the ends with rubber bands just to make sure the braid doesn't unravel and that we could, just curl it. I'm just twisting it here to kind of keep it out the way so that I can continue braiding. This style is very beginner friendly, especially if you know how to cornrow your hair. People always ask me in my DMs, like, how did I get comfortable wearing my natural hair? I think the main reason is I grew up Pentecostal, y'all. And if you grew up Pentecostal, we can't do nothing, all right? So I really had to rely on a lot of, like, my natural beauty. I think that helped me have the confidence, so when I do wear makeup or like added hair, weaves, wigs, whatever, like, it didn't add to me. If anything, I feel beautiful with or without it. So now we're gonna go in with the twisting souffle, and I'm going in with two mousses, the Lotta Body mousse and then this Mael mousse I have, as well as these perm rods. So I go in with a decent sized part, as you can see, like, not too big, not too small. The back of my hair is just shorter, and just a little bit of the souffle, I put it in and really work it in my hair. Okay, that is the key. Like, and even taking my little comb to just rake through I mix the two mousses and I kind of start distributing it from the ends because I don't know, I just didn't want the root of my hair to be super puffy for real. So I then, after braiding it really tight, and don't borrow hair when you're braiding it, I add the perm rods. I ended up using only the white perm rods for this whole set. I thought I was going to use both the orange and white, but I didn't. So yeah, just braid. Make sure you're using just a good amount of product, not too little but not too much either, especially if you really want a nice stretched out shiny look. I am going to try to experiment more with my natural hairstyles, so if you ever see a hairstyle that you think I should try, please do not be afraid to send it to me. Follow me on socials at Carlissa with 5 S's. That is Carlissa, CARLI 1 2 3 4 5 S's A, and that's on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, and Chatting with Carly on YouTube. So you can comment down below what you think I should try. So for the front pieces, the front braids, I just literally do the same thing. I put the products in, make sure it's very detangled, and then I add the perm rod at the bottom. Nothing special. And I did the same exact thing for the front, making sure I'm really meticulous with this part because it's in the front. And I made sure to not borrow hair, like I said before, and made sure it was detangled. And then I added a perm rod because this was going to be my little bang. So it had to be very cute and very tea. Then I applied mousse on top of my hair. The mistake I made was not at least using a blow dryer. I should dry it first and tie it down, do all that whole nine. So definitely do that. Then I just sprayed like a braid finishing spray on the top as well. I tied it down and I was ready to go to bed, honey. So then this is the next day. Looking so cutesy. Ooh. I did my edges. I used the red one, gummy wax, and then I used the Shea Moisture foil. It's a very lightweight oil to take my hair out. One thing that you should note too is that I sprayed an anti-humidity spray. I used the Amico one, and I sprayed it in my hair after washing it, just because I know I wanted to have a really good stretch style. And we're in the heat, y'all. It's still summertime, and this summer is the same as last summer where it's raining in and out every weekend, every other day. There's a thunderstorm every other week, and then it's randomly mad hot one day. So I wanted to make sure that my hair for these couple of days that I'm gonna have it can withstand this random bipolar weather. But this is how it looked at the end. It was so cute. Oh my gosh, my man, he loved it. He thought it was adorable. He loves when I have my natural hair out anyway. But that's all. That's how it looked. But that's all for this hairstyle. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe below, and turn on your post notifications. Thank you so much for watching, girly pop. Bye.